Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I hit my first hurdle here. I'm fishing some wire. My first hurdle basically is electrical. And I thought this would be actually one of the easier ones to deal with, but nothing impossible here, but just what I'm dealing with right here, that the drinking fountains were never ever plugged in or wired. So there was actually a little conduit leading from one to another, but it was empty. So what we got here is an outlet that has power to it. That's not a problem, but this one over here doesn't have any power to it. And I was fishing some cable through it, hoping that it would just loop around to this one right here, but no deal. A conduit box, or I'm sorry, what do you want to call it? Breaker box, panel, a circuit panel, just on the other side of that blue door over there. And I fished, well, I'll show you how much I fished through. Could be the reason why it's stuck in there. There we go. I hear it up in the ceiling. So you can see I've had quite a bit in there. Wow. The crossing point I'm at right here. The wide road. Now do I go get a fish tape? Do I fish, 100 feet in there or something to see how far I can get it if it goes to that panel? Because I thought I fished enough to get to the panel. Or do I just, I don't know, I want to do this to code, but do I jerry-rig it so I put an outlet here with two wires going into a conduit coming into here. The thing is that each drinking fountain had one plug that wasn't used on the old drinking fountains, but the new ones actually have two plugs. So it'll be a total of 4 plugs here. So I gotta figure out what the best way to do it. And I like to get a longer fish tape and try to see if I can get to that electrical panel. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I don't know if this stuff is just being fished into the wall. I mean, you just don't know about this place. So, so maybe ponder that question there, and then once we get past that hurdle, it's not a big hurdle, but once you get past it, we'll get a little progress done here. All right, I got both the drinking fountains just set up here. It's kind of sized up, built into place without the top filling station on. I've worked around the electrical a little bit. Again, there is a junction box right behind there, but there's no wire to it, and it leads nowhere. So what I'm going to do is I need to go to the hardware store. I need to get an outlet, and I also need to get 2 junction boxes, because I'm going to have to run some conduit between drinking fountains. And since I want to do it right, I need to have some. I want to put a junction box in here and a junction box in here that sticks out from the wall just a little bit, and then run some conduit between drinking fountains or between the boxes, then fish some cable through it, and that's how I'll do it. So then from next it's going to be the water and then the drain. One step at a time. So let's go ahead and go to the hardware store and get some junction boxes, an outlet. And I believe I have conduit here, so we'll go ahead and I don't think I'll need the conduit. Alright, back. Alright, get this thing situated. I got the fountains off. I'm gonna know about with the electrical. I'm gonna actually install these game boxes off from the wall, run the conduit over to the next drinking fountain, install another conduit game box right there, extension, then run the conduit between, like I said. Then we're gonna have to drill some holes in the drinking fountain. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten these by hand. You got Richard Rollins here. How you doing, Richard?
Who's talking to?
Talking to you.
You're a goof.
I'm also talking to the camera too. Alright, let's go here and we'll start putting the wiring in. Okay, I just finished drilling a hole to the side of the drinking fountain, a noisy hole. So I'm gonna Get the conduit fished through, and we're gonna tighten the conduit coupling to the side here. All right, there she is right there, okay. I'm gonna have to mount on the wall and wire it while it's on the wall, I guess. Honestly, they would waste about an hour's time trying to find a solution. No, actually a couple hours, I guess. Kind of fish the line through, and plan B was kind of jerry rig. I didn't like plan B after I got it kind of halfway going, so I went to the hardware store and got these game boxes. Install this right here. It's the only spot there is. I turned the power off there, I've been killed like 100 times. I had to cut this piece out right here so it would fit around the valve. Then on the other side I had to cut around a little bit to get around the junction box, which I'll show you here in a minute. So let's go ahead and hook up the wire for the other drinking fountain to the outlet to the junction cable. Let's see if we can do this. So sorry I didn't show the wiring of the drinking fountains. I had to do it while the units were on the wall and it was a tight squeeze, so I couldn't get the camera in there while I was working. Basically, I had to fish the conduit through the first fountain, then tied in the wires from the second fountain to the wires from the wall, along with adding an outlet for the first fountain. Then I drilled another hole in the second drinking fountain, ran the conduit through it to a junction box where another outlet was installed. That's it for part 2. See part 3 for the drain install and the top water filling station install. And like the local ice band says, stay cool.